So if this is your first time here, I'd like to say welcome. Okay, let's start by clearing the energy. Okay. All right. Spirit says one more time. Okay, we must have had some negative energy wanting to hang around today, okay? All right, so we always want to listen to Spirit. All right, guys, so we're going to put this guy up here. And by the way, you can get these online. They come in all different sizes. They're Tibetan singing bowls, okay? We're going to be using this deck to pull from for this read, okay? This is the Forest of Enchantment. You can get this online at Amazon. Okay, and I'll show you guys the back of the cards. I'm always curious about this, okay? Is the lighting okay? Okay, all right. So, I'm going to go ahead and lightly shuffle these. We have lit some Palo Santos as well as some sage. These cards have been blessed. And hang on a sec. It's not hump day, it's Wacky Wednesday, guys. Happy Wacky Wednesday with JENNACIDE. Okay, your true crime, oracle, tarot reader. I also do story times, usually on Sundays. They're true stories. They're usually pretty funny. I like to break things up. It's nice to get a good laugh. So turn your bell on. You'll get those. And sometimes as a bonus, I'll throw one in during the week, okay? All right. So we're going to start by pulling Spirit Side to me. First, I got 8 cards. And then... we'll see. So, I don't know. And anything that just comes out on its own, that's thrown out of the deck, I always take those because those came out for a reason, okay? Alright, so let's get started. Spirit, can you tell us what and if there's any truth to these feelings on someone being possibly, well, we know what we feel definitely. It's a very likely possibility that someone was dismembered to hide their body, okay? And we want justice for Suzanne. We don't want Barry to slither out of these charges. We know he's allegedly charged with some pretty nasty some pretty nasty crimes, and all that's available online. You can just search that up on YouTube. You'll find a ton of videos. It's right there. Okay, so... you know, he's got some really good attorneys. I worry, along with, you know, a lot of others who have been here all along looking for Suzanne and, you know, doing some digging on this case. And we felt like we knew that something was off from the jump, okay? It was just wrong. Something was wrong. Now, fact. You guys heard that right. I said... bear, grizzly bear. I'm sure there's several types of bears out in Colorado. They range in location anywhere from Yellowstone Park, you know, to Salida. I'm going to throw up an article. I believe the date will be there posted. You'll see where a logger was actually eaten by I believe, a black bear. And it was around, ironically, the same time of year. Okay, and if you look at the bear attacks, the ones that have been very aggressive and I'll say deadly, guess what time of year they are? This time of year. You guys know why? This is the time that they have their cubs with them. Their cubs are born. They're trying to feed their cubs. That's fact. Okay? So it's naturally, they're going to be more aggressive. If they have their baby cubs with them, all kinds of animals, all things in nature are way more protective. Snakes, raccoons, I'm trying to think. I don't know, any kind of fish, okay? Did I say fish? Oh my gosh. I think I'm thinking about I need to feed my fish. Okay, sorry. I left my brain back on Tuesday, okay? Only on Tuesdays. So yeah, you'll see the article, but you know, not just Yellowstone, and that was in Salida, okay? And right. So check this out. Recently, and I'll put up some info there, you'll see. There was a woman who was out walking her dogs, and I believe she was attacked by a bear, but she went missing. They didn't know what had happened to her, okay? Long story short, they ended up, I guess, euthanizing the two bears, and I think they're, whatever, the ones they suspected highly that had killed the woman, and she, they found human remains in the bear's stomach, okay? Now, have you guys ever heard of, I'm from the South, you know, you really want to get rid of somebody, you know, you dismember them and you throw them to the hogs. You'll never see any of that again. Okay? Maybe, like I said, we all think he burned. Tried to burn. Maybe burn. I don't know. Let's take a look at the cards here to see what's going on. Okay? If there's any connection there. I remember Chris McDonough, and I talk a lot. So had said in one of his last videos I saw regarding right after Barry's arrest, basically said he couldn't say a lot because he's holding things close to the vest, okay? And we understand why, and we got to respect that. We don't want to interfere with the investigation, compromise that. But he said something along the lines, it's a bear trap. Something to do with that. Now, Tyson Draper just put something out on YouTube, okay? And today is, by the way, June 9th, 2021. About, he's over there looking around the property or that area, and he's seeing something that looks like bear traps or something like trapping equipment or something like that. I'm dying to find out what exactly that looks like. I'm wondering if, like I said, if maybe it could have went two ways. Trapped the bears, fed some parts to the bears. I know this is horrible. But this is what I'm seeing. This is what I'm getting. So I have to put this out there. I know it sounds crazy. And so, yeah, is there any connection there? Or vice versa. Maybe someone was trapped there and the bears just naturally strolled along this time of year. And, hey, there's food readily available for them and their cubs. Question mark. Hey, have I lost my mind? So let's see what the cards have to say. Okay, now that I'm done rattling my trap, okay. Sorry, I am kind of a talker, but I really wanted to get across that background story, and you'll understand why I even bothered to put this out there, or why I even bothered to do this read, okay? So, Spirit, can you tell us and give us some clarification on what is going on? Where is this the reason why we are not finding Suzanne? Okay. Please tell us and give us a clear answer. Okay. All right, we're going to do 8 cards, like I said, unless more come out. Okay, guys. Oh. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. Okay, we've got one here on the bottom. That is interesting. I'm going to show you guys the cards here in just a sec. Okay, guys, there's one tossed down here, so I definitely want to show. Oh, get out of here. Okay. I got to show you guys this card. This is the one that was tossed. This is a bear and what looks like 3 bears, or maybe a bear, a sow, and 2 cubs. 3 of visions. Shut the front door. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's keep on. There's no way. This sounds crazy. I know. Guys, I'm free-spirited, but I'm not crazy, okay? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's pull. Suzanne said to pull 8. Wow. Okay. I promise I'm going to show you guys here in just a second. 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait a minute. 7, 8. Alright, I had a few cards fell out. 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so it's 9 cards today. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Alright, guys. Also, if you guys haven't checked out my Soul Sisters channels, Mystic Brady, I love her so much. Katrina is amazing, wonderful. She also does the healing artwork. It will bring light, love, and healing into your life if you need so. She does a lot of chakra healing artwork. It's beautiful. Also, JoJo Ballistic. She is my also sister. She, along with Mystic Brady, Quantum Reality's been working Suzanne's case also. And also known as Blind Spot formerly. These girls are like the shizzle, okay? They're wonderful and very talented and blessed with their gifts, okay? And also Dark Rose, yeah, she's very talented as well, and I enjoy her readings. And I feel like I'm forgetting someone. Okay, if that's it, that's my circle. Okay. All right, and like I said, these are my soul sisters. I also collab with them and concur with them on information, and definitely together. We've all been working this Suzanne Morphew case since the day she went missing, which was allegedly May 10th, Mother's Day, 2021. Excuse me, 2020. Lord, what day am I even on? Okay. All right. Yeah, I said 8, but for some reason I kept thinking 10 and going back and forth. I had 9. Spirit threw out the ninth card. So I felt the need to pull one more, which would be 10. That's an even number. I feel like hopefully that'll be the number of completion and tell us exactly what the heck happened and where it's going on. Okay, wait a minute. Where did you go? Ooh, it's this one. Sweet baby Jesus. Get out. Okay. All right. Now, this card here. I'm telling you, anytime you see the white stag, white deer, this is a strong message from spirit. These are very rare in real life in nature, but they do exist. I personally have seen one only once. Maybe I'll do a story time one day about that experience. All right, guys, so that's 10 cards. Let's see the rest, okay? Now, all right, hang on just a sec. I'm going to change up the view.
You absolutely feel for the boyfriend, her family, and friends.
The odds may not provide comfort.
You know, it's a really sad, tragic event.
But they do add context to Friday's bear attack near Durango that killed a 39-year-old woman.
We're not going to probably ever have that answer of why or how. How did this encounter take place? What were the circumstances that led to this?
Over the last 2 years, Colorado Parks and Wildlife says there were more than 10,000 bear sightings and conflicts across the state.
We share a lot of the same places, and encounters are going to happen.
But Friday's attack was the fourth fatal attack since 1960.
Wildlife officers say they'd warned a woman for some 10 years that it was dangerous and illegal to feed bears. Those same wildlife officers are now investigating whether the
You absolutely feel for the boyfriend, her family, and friends.
The odds may not provide comfort.
You know, it's a really sad, tragic event.
But they do add context to Friday's bear attack near Durango that killed a 39-year-old woman.
We're not going to probably ever have that answer of why or how. How did this encounter take place? What were the circumstances that led to this?
Over the last 2 years.
All right,
Colorado
with
Parks and
no
Wildlife
further
says there were more
ado,
than
I'm going to
10,000
show you
bears.
guys the cards, okay? I just needed you to understand why I even possibly entertained the thought of this possibly being true. But with Barry, such a king of the wilderness, you know, actually got the card you're going to see here, which depicts Barry in his everything he is, in my opinion. Okay, and that's the energy I've received about Barry. And True Crime Fam, here we go. So for Miss Suzanne Morphew, we asked the Forest of Enchantment. We wanted to know. I had received some intuition and some download on a spiritual level, and something that I was able to recall something I heard from a trusted source. You know, someone that would know, okay? If anybody knew and had correct information. And that was Chris McDonough. And like I said earlier in the video, I remember him saying at the end, it's like a bear trap. For clear and concise messages, I wanted to know, is there any possibility being the as the card comes out and says in this reading, the Forest Lord, here he is. He knows this place how to inside out. He knows how to manipulate the nature's systems. He's not dumb, okay? But he's maybe not the smartest, because obviously he's messed up somewhere, okay? All right. And the next card we had was the Three of Visions. Like I said, looks like two smaller bears. I'm going to say they're her cubs. Okay, and this is again Three of Visions. I think there'll be three spiritual, maybe psychics, mediums. Someone that's thinks on a spiritual level or is attached to that realm. There will be three of these readers or persons that will bring the truth out for Suzanne and put this crazy story. It's like a 3-piece puzzle. Not a 1-piece, not a 2-fold. It's like 3, maybe 4. That's the intuition I get. So again, Three of Visions. Okay. All right, we also got the oldest one. It looks like the eldest tree. I wondered if this could be talking about either Barry's mom being the oldest one, being involved or knowing something, or about the oldest daughter. I don't know. And then again, we have the White Heart. This is a spiritual message. This is telling us that these are truths, okay? This is very true, what it's telling us. I really believe that. This is the Starlight card. It's the Star card. It's hope. We've always kind of looked at this as Suzanne, okay? Her card. Next, we have the Three of Boons. Okay. These are, you guys will notice that I do read oracally, intuitively. I'm also clairescence, very strong in that. I constantly smelling stuff and chasing it down. This is actually also traditionally in this deck is the Hierophant. So, you kind of got to take things a couple of ways or keep those possibilities in your head. Okay. Next, we have the Lovers. Now, the Lovers was the only card, to come out that was in reverse. Okay? Now, this card in reverse tells us about temptation, infidelity, in that kind of way, possibly. And we know about that. Then we have the Six of Spells. Okay. We have followed by the Four of Spells. And then the Six of Challenges.
In one of America's most popular and iconic national parks, a murder mystery. The suspect is not a man, but a bear. Authorities believe they have a killer grizzly on their hands, an animal who has already taken down one person and has raised a lot of concern in Yellowstone at the height of the tourist season. ABC's Kana Whitworth is there.
Bear encounters captured on camera in Yellowstone with alarming frequency this summer. Oh!
Last evening on the driver's side window and stuff had paw prints smeared across it.
Not with Old Faithful's regularity, but enough to put park visitors on high alert.
I don't like all the bear stories I've been hearing.
This mother black bear caught charging a group of tourists to protect her cubs.
There's a bear on my car! Oh my gosh!
And this family in their car terrifyingly close to a grizzly. Over the weekend, the Park Service says an encounter with a mama grizzly bear proved deadly for Lance Crosby, an experienced hiker who had worked with the park's urgent care clinics for the past 5 seasons. The 63-year-old Montana native was missing for a day and a half before his body was found by authorities in a popular off-trail area. The grizzly bear is believed to have attacked because she was protecting her cubs.
He had defensive wounds on his forearms, which means he was alive when he encountered the bear.
Authorities catching what they believe to be the aggressive animal responsible for the deadly attack and her cub.
We actually did catch a female adult bear. We are in the process of doing testing with the bear and make sure that we've in fact captured the right bear.
If those tests confirm that the bear is involved, the bear will be euthanized, along with her cub. There are fears if the cub survives, it could learn the predatory behavior after watching the attack. Some estimate there are over 800 grizzlies living in Yellowstone and 3.5 million visitors to the park every year. But authorities say these kind of attacks are rare. This is just the 8th bear-related fatality in Yellowstone in nearly 100 years. But encounters seem to be on the rise, the summer months bringing large crowds and scavenging bears, and not just in Yellowstone.
You could feel it puncture deeply, and you could feel the teeth.
This man landed in the hospital after he was attacked by 2 black bears while on an annual deer hunting trip in Alaska.